We have another question from Paying Through the Roof in Dearborn, which is clever because it's a question about a roof. Paying Through the Roof writes, in 2016, I had a roofing contractor install a new roof on my home. It has never been right since. I still have leaks. There are areas on the roof that also seem to never have been corrected. I had a warranty from this contractor and his company for 1 year. Since then, however, he and his crew have not returned my calls. Can I sue them from Paying Through the Roof in Dearborn?
The problem is that this is a contract, and contracts have what we call statutes of limitation.
Oh,
You
dear.
only have 6 years in Michigan to bring an action under a contract. In certain, this is just general contract. So 6 years is the time. We would have to, I have to say, it's really important. Blair, have you ever heard me say I got to see the contract that they
Yeah,
had?
I've heard you say that once or twice.
Right. Okay. Because you can also limit the time frame for a lawsuit. In fact, in real estate contracts, Blair, pardon me, especially in larger transaction commercial real estate contracts, you'll have provisions that say, look, if there's a problem, you have 1 year from the day of the closing to bring a lawsuit, and the parties agree. That's it. Otherwise, it's a 6-year period, okay, if nothing's said. So I see it a lot in our commercial real estate transactions. I put it in quite a few of our residential transactions, barring fraud. Okay, fraud's the one area that obviously you would never have signed a limitation to bring a lawsuit if you knew you were going to be defrauded, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, with regards to this contract, we'd like to see, were those limitations placed in the contract? Like, how many years could they bring in a lawsuit? And then number two, 6 years later, let's say, so that's 2016, 6 years later, now we're in 2022, you had better pick up the phone and call a local attorney. Obviously, they called into our office. I'm wondering if they ever sent a copy of the agreement. And then there's arguments as to whether they said something about a 1-year warranty. So if those people went out to do the work 1 year later, when does that time limitation, when are you precluded? Does the contract date start at 2016, or if like in 2017 they came
Sure,
out,
from the warranty.
we have an extra year, okay? But it's really, I mean, God bless these people. They really are patient with their contractor. I would not be so patient. So sorry about that, Dearborn. Definitely get a contract, get something going, get it over to myself or get it over to another real estate and contract attorney. Okay?
Right. Their clock is potentially ticking.
Yes, it is.